So Brandon's on.
Karen, you're early. Way to go.
I know. I wanted to make sure I could get it on my computer. Go in the kitchen. It's easier to sit at the table.
They're like right there.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. You're so here.
Oh, shit.
There's Natalie. Oh, well, thank you, darling.
And you know, just use this if you have to do summer call me.
Help, Mr. Wizard.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Natalie.
How are you?
I'm good. How are
Good.
you?
It's good to see you.
Can you see me?
Yeah. Can you see me?
No, we're having some difficulties on this end.
Sometimes if you go like scroll at the bottom, you can say like start and stop video, and then
There you are.
yeah. Can you see it now?
Yeah, great. Thanks.
Awesome. Hi, Karen.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good.
Good. So glad to see everybody. I haven't seen you guys in forever.
I know.
And a mom? Oh, yeah.
Hanging in there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you?
Yeah. Same. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I painted all weekend, so I did a lot of step ups, up and down off the ladder. So
That's exhausting work. We've done
Yeah.
a lot of home improvements too, and it's tiring for sure.
Yes.
It's good. It's satisfying, but it's tiring.
Agreed.
Yes, what's up? What's up, Chris?
Hey, how are you, Scott? Good to see you.
Hey, Nat.
Hi.
How are you? Hey, Daniela.
Hi.
Daniela. So we still have a few minutes, and we have no idea on how many people will attend. I hope a good chunk of people, but if it's just us, that'll be okay.
Good to me. Hey, Nat. Silence.
What's up?
There you go. You had your microphone off.
I know, because we were yelling at Beatrice to come upstairs to get ready for bed.
Let's go.
See? He
Okay,
needs to hear that.
you can go ahead and silence yourself then.
Your hair is so long, Scott.
I know. I can't get even my coach's wife to cut my hair, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I see he got his hair cut though.
I
I know
did.
we tried to recruit her too.
I'm gonna hopefully go to High Ridge this week and get it cut somewhere.
Paula, Tanya.
Hi.
There's Stephanie. She just clocked in.
She's on the boat. Look at that. Aaron.
What's up, Aaron?
Chris.
Hey guys.
What I need a hat.
Hello.
Hi, Chris.
Large t-shirts. I love it. Big t-shirt crew. Hi,
Oh,
everyone.
you're.
Chris,
Hi, Chris.
Hey, what are you barking
Hi, Lane.
Hi, Lane.
at? Hey, guys.
hey Lane.
Hey, Scott.
Get some people now. There's Amy.
Hey,
Amy.
Amy.
Hi,
Where's
Amy.
Oh, Amy. I see Amy. Jess.
Oh, you gotta hit her
Okay.
audio.
Hi, Jess.
Hi,
Hey Jess.
how's it going?
Hey Stephanie, are you there? I don't think Stephanie totally clicked in yet.
Yeah, they're really good.
Nice kitchen, Aaron.
Thanks. No groceries.
Tracy. Monica.
Hi, Monica.
Hey Monica.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Kat.
Sleep dinner.
All right. This is what we need. We need the pictures to get smaller and smaller and smaller.
We're getting there.
Laura. Yeah.
Laura,
Good.
Oh, it is.
Lisa.
I'm shooting.
Hi, Mom.
Gail. Katie. Ashley. Okay. Good.
I miss Gail so much. Gail and Tony are the MVP. I miss Gail so much.
Hey guys.
Yeah,
Lisa,
Are you driving?
No, Jeff's driving.
I'm glad Jeff's driving and not you.
Yeah, that's right. I'm driving.
Lisa's off.
Driving Jeff crazy, but that's about it.
Hey Heather,
Hey.
how are you doing? Upstairs today, huh?
Dan.
No described basement.
Around so I can say hi to everybody.
I had to put my lipstick on.
Me too.
Yeah.
Got mine on.
Oh, Jen.
Wait.
All right, Jeremy. Okay,
Jeremy?
so it's like
My
2
deodorant
pages.
on.
All right. So y'all might be missing people if you go to the next page.
Yeah. We're all on.
The cat turned the speaker on.
All right. So it's 8:01, and I want to respect y'all's time. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to have everyone mute themselves. So it should get quiet. All right, Aaron will get to it. Amy will get to it. So Aaron, Amy, what I'm having everybody do is mute themselves. I'm going to go over a few things, and then I'm going to open it up to anyone that has any questions, concerns, even ideas that we will take in consideration for sure. But how we'll do this, after I get done talking, you'll just unmute yourself and just kind of give it a little wave going, I have a question, and then we'll just go from there. Cool? Give me a thumbs up if that's cool. Oh, I love it. Love it. Okay, so
Hey,
thank
Brandon.
you all for this. Yes.
I was just going to say that there is actually a little feature that allows people, like you can actually mute us all. And then there's a feature where we can raise our hand, and then you could choose us, and then you unmute us to ask the question.
Is that the reactions, Amy?
It's for us anyway. When I want to raise my hand, it's under the more. Like if you go to the little 3 dots where it says more. I'm not sure how to do it on your end. I just know that it's that I've been on a Zoom call that had that before, where if you had a question, you raised your hand via the 3 dots. But if you don't know how to do it, don't worry. I just thought I'd throw it out there in case.
Amy,
Natalie, Chris, do y'all know how to do it?
you have to have the updated version of Zoom. I personally don't have it. So what we could do, everybody has a reaction. Like that's just the original Zoom. So you could just do this little thumbs up if you have a question.
Oh, okay, got it. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll mute myself now.
All right. So here's how it's going to work. First of all, thank you for showing up. Holy cow, we got a good amount of people. I don't know how many people's on here, but thank you for coming to this because this is a big deal, you know? What I want to start with first is I do not want this to become political at all. I assure you that we have people on here that feel strongly about opening up the doors now and let's get after it. And there are people on here that are going, whoa, we need to wait another month or two. So I want to make that clear, and I understand both sides, okay? With saying that, I just want us all to be really, really respectful on how people feel. How I feel does not matter. How you all feel, it does. But I want you guys to share your concerns, your questions, and your ideas, not your political views on the whole entire thing. Okay? Did everyone, well, this isn't going to make sense because I'm going to need some thumbs. Did anyone, if you did not get the email that was sent out this past week on the guidelines of how we would open up when they give us the go-ahead, if you did not get that or read that, could you unmute yourself and say, I didn't? So everybody on here did. Okay. I would like to go over those again, just so it's fresh in your mind of how we would do that. So the email was, gang, thank you. It looks like everybody, I'm sure all of you took the one question for the survey. We got all the results back, and there was a good chunk of people that wanted to get going quickly, but we still had a good chunk of people that wanted to stay back a little bit. So with that being said, everybody that's a part of the gym is going to be able to be served at any capacity that they wish, okay? So if you want to get back to the gym, you're going to be able to with some strict guidelines. If you're a little concerned or a lot concerned, you have the ability to stay back and be served in the way that we have been doing already, that Natalie and Chris has been, from what I understand, from a lot of you all have been doing a really, really good job. So in the email, if you are not wanting to come back right away, you can still do what you're doing right now. We will still have Zoom classes. At this point, They will be at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturday at 9 a.m. Okay? If you're just jumping on the call, just go ahead and mute yourself. That would be great. Natalie, one of the coaches, more than likely, Natalie will be your coach on the online coaching. Okay, so again, if you guys just got here with us, if you could mute yourself. Chris, you have that feature to mute them. Hi, Dawn. If I can get you to mute yourself. Okay, so if, again, I don't want to repeat everything, but if you're staying home, if you're not coming back, you can still do Zoom classes Monday through Friday, 9 a.m., 5 p.m., Saturdays, 9 a.m. You can still get the offer of online coaching. If you are wanting that and you haven't been a part of that, you can still sign up. All you have to do is send us a message. We'll send you the link to get on the online coaching list, and then you will get a call from one of the coaches and getting you all squared away with that, okay? If you're deciding to come back to the gym right away, here are the important safety measures that I put out so far. I'm sure we're going to add to those. But we will take everyone's temperature upon entering the gym. Less than 100.4 is the magic number, okay? Classes will be on time, done within the hour. Please show up on time, and no one will be permitted to stay after class. I know that's part of what we do, but unfortunately at this time, we're just gonna keep it that way, okay? You must, listen to me gang, you must sign up in Zen Planner. If you're one of those ones that consistently or even occasionally forgets, I'm gonna need you to really, really remind yourself to sign up in Zen Planner if you are planning to come to a class. I'm here to tell you, I'm gonna go back up to number one. If you are over 100.4, if you're 100.4 or more, we will ask you, hey, unfortunately, you can't work out today. There will be no negotiating on any of this. You just won't be able to, okay? If you're lingering around classes after the class, don't be surprised when the coach says, hey, I got to get to cleaning. Unless you want to grab some cleaning supplies and help us, then you got to go, all right? If you don't sign up and you show up, we will ask you, hey, not going to be able to work out in here today, okay? It's just we're going to have to be that firm on all of this thing. 9 people in a class plus the coach, that'll give us 10. If you have a cold, if you have allergy symptoms, you're coughing, not feeling well, gang, even, let's just say it's allergy season and you have those, we're just going to unfortunately ask you not to show up at the gym, even though that's probably what it is, okay? There again, you can get the online coaching, okay? We're not going to, you're not going to be charged a nickel more for that. We're going to stay, so again, if cold, allergy symptoms, coughing, not feeling well, we're just going to ask you not to come to the class. Please wash your hands. We did this the week right before leading up to closing time. You must wash your hands as you enter the gym, and we're going to ask you to wash your hands before you leave the gym. We will limit equipment sets and avoid sharing equipment. You'll have questions, I'm sure, about that. We will limit, all workout stations will be at least 6 feet apart. When you guys come into the gym, you will see some very, very clear lines of stations for each person. It will be so clear for you guys. You'll be like, okay, that's my spot. And then we're just going to ask you to stay in there and work through that little section that's laid out for you. Please wipe down everything you use. That's a given. You guys were doing a great job right before we closed on that. We will be cleaning during the extended breaks of the schedule. So as of right now, we don't have the schedule on Zen Planner. I am probably going to be reaching out this week. Everybody's going to get a call from me this week. And I'm just going to be asking when you get back to work, when we reopen, when is your ideal time? Now, that doesn't mean you're going to get your time, right? But I got to strategically plan this out to separate so we're not crossing paths. And it's just time for me, any of the coaches, to clean up and get it spotless and fresh for the next group, okay? We're gonna ask you to bring your own yoga mat. Most of you don't have a yoga mat, but I know you have a beach towel or a shower towel at home. Bring that with you. That'll be something that you'll lay on your own. So we're not gonna use the gym's mats. You'll just use your own or a towel, okay? Here's the one. If you've been exposed, now here I am retracking a little bit to this. It says if you've been exposed to COVID-19, please quarantine yourself at home for 14 days. Now, obviously, if you've been diagnosed with it, that's a no-brainer. We have a lot of people that work in hospitals and that might be around this virus more than others. Here's what I need you all to know. I want to be very, very careful on how I say this because I want to respect how people feel. But I do want to get the gym moving. I want to open up and I want to get people back to as normal as possible. So with that being said, if people are like working in hospitals, they're taking care of themselves, they can still come into the gym. They will get the temperature check. Now, I know that makes some people nervous. What I would say to that is that might be your cue to maybe staying home a little bit longer if that concerns you. So that's where the gym is going to land on that, okay? So those are the guidelines. What about equipment? If you plan on coming back to the gym, all your equipment must be turned in. We don't have it yet, but we will have a list that you guys can sign up for to bring it back more on down the road because we're not opening up at least until mid-May, right? So you'll get that list, you'll be able to sign up for it, and then that'll be your designated time to come and bring your equipment back. If you're not coming back and you have equipment, keep the equipment until you decide to come back. Now, what you need to know, you may be thinking, well, I don't plan coming back till summer's over. Well, then we'll need to have a talk and then we'll have to readjust some things as far as equipment goes. But I would like to have you be able to keep the equipment as long as it takes. And I'll do my best to work with you around that, okay? I already kind of explained it. What if I'm staying home? You will continue to have a coach assigned to you. You can continue doing Zoom classes. Now, all of this will be it'll be reassessed. My wife is pulling me back. Get a little close. We'll have to reassess this each week of what class is popular, what's not popular, adding a class, taking a class away, rearranging just a different time. So I just want you guys to be flexible in what we're doing, okay? I think that is it. Okay, so now it's your turn to ask any questions, concerns, or ideas that you might have. I just want to remind you again, we're not going to be talking politics here, okay? There's plenty of people on, I'd imagine, I don't know how many people's on here now, but we're just not going to do that, okay? So if anybody has anything to say, questions, concerns, ideas, now is your time. You'll just have to unmute yourself and then wave your hand and then just say, I have one. And then say your name so I can, because there's a lot of you.
Christine.
Christine.
Hey, sorry if you said this. I was a couple minutes late. I had some technical difficulties. When are the class times going to be? Did you say that already?
The in-house class times, they have not been on Zen Planner yet. Everybody's going to get a call from me this week, and I'm just kind of going to feel some people out. What are some times that are able? I just gotta go with the masses. I can't have a full schedule on here because we don't have the entire gym coming back. We just don't, right? But we have enough coming back to open up. That's for darn sure. Okay. So Christine, we don't have that right now.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Brandon.
Yes, who is that?
It's Nat. Just a
Oh, Nat.
reminder that about the no kids right now either.
Yes. Thank you, Nat. Yes, right now, gang, until things get a little bit more clear, we're just asking no kids at this time. I know that's tough for a lot of you. A lot of you guys bring your kiddos, but it's just, unfortunately, it's just not a place and time for kiddos to be in. If you happen to see, well, my kids won't even be there. So there's that.
Hey, Brandon, I have a question.
Yes.
It's for Hoy. I'm assuming when we get back, we're not going to be doing a shit ton of burpees. That is going to be reduced in numbers. Yes, you.
Okay, I'm gonna mute him. We're actually increasing the number of burpees. It helps the immune system. So, I mean,
You don't have to clean burpees.
Yeah. John, there's a special place for you to do burpees at the gym. I think it's in one of the bathrooms.
he's already left.
All right. Who else? Questions, concerns, ideas? Really? Come on, guys.
Well, this is Elaine. You piqued my attention when you said you're aiming for mid-May. Is that just your own personal goal?
No, no. Here's what we know. The county executive has said, hey, we're going to reconvene mid-May. I'm hoping, well, what's interesting, who lives in Eureka? Monica? Is that true tomorrow?
Yep.
Who said yeah?
No, that's true. He was on the news Friday.
Yeah, but they
open up.
they had to kind of renege on it. So they're going to try and start moving forward, but they have to follow. They've decided, because otherwise I think Eureka could get sued. So they have to follow whatever the county governor had said is legal. So there, certain things are going to start open, but very, very little. Even the gyms out here, they're still not opening.
Yeah. So no, the only reason I said Elaine is because they said that's when they would reconvene. I'm hopeful where they'll go, all right, mid-May, here's some more guidelines, be careful. But I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Well, it'll be soon. Gotta just stay patient.
Hey, Brandon,
Yep.
can you talk
Yes.
to the two things about programming that we're keeping the same, and then also sharing equipment at the
Yes.
gym once you're there?
Right. So guys, how we're going to do the programming, most of us want to get back to the gym because we want some just adult time. You know, we want to get to some normalcy. We want to be around a handful of people. So it's not about the workouts. It's not about the programming. The programming is going to stay the same. You're going to be doing stuff in the gym that you've been doing at home for the last 6 weeks. Okay. So it's going to be very similar to that. We just can't be in a position, in a situation where we're using barbells and pull-up bars and rings and dumbbell, you know, and we got a whole slew of stuff out. That just makes no sense. That's, to be quite honest, it's just downright irresponsible, and we're not going to do it. Okay. So if you were hopeful that, yes, we're going to start grabbing those sandbags and throwing them around and start back squatting and clean and jerking, you're going to be disappointed. Okay. Yep. Sorry, Woods. You're just going to be disappointed at the beginning. Okay. So with saying that, we want to really, really, really minimize the equipment that we're going to be using. With programming, though, here's another thing that I want you guys to realize too. Don't expect, even let's say we start opening up. Let's say it's June 1, and most people are just back at the gym and they're doing their thing. Don't think that the programming is going to even pick up as it was in January. And here's why. Gang, a lot of us haven't lifted heavy weights lately, and some intensity in terms of like really, really long workouts. Example, Murph. You're not ready for it. None of us are. The coaches aren't ready for it. Okay. If people decide to do Murph, want to do Murph, so here I am. I'm just kind of telling you what Memorial Day is going to look like. We're not going to do Murph. We're not going to do Murph. I'm hopeful that we'll do a 5K. Why? Because we've been training for a 5K right now. That's what we've been training for. We have not been training for Murph. Nobody's been doing 100 pull-ups every week. Okay? That's just irresponsible programming. It just is. And our job is to take care of you guys. Now, you all are grown adults, and if you want to do Murph at DePere Park or wherever you live, and you can find a jungle gym to do pull-ups on, by all means, have at it. But we're not going to partake at it at the gym. But we'll have a barbecue. We'll run 3.1 miles, stand around, talk, have a beer or two. I don't know. We'll do that. Hopefully. I'm saying that, you know. Anybody have questions, concerns, ideas about that?
Come on, Aaron.
I just have a
Figure it
quick
out.
question. The times for the classes right now, the 9, the noon, and the 5, that'll go until the gym potentially opens, correct? Or are you changing those times now? Because I got a little confused.
Right now, Tanya, what we're going to do is we're just going to do the 9 and the 5.
Okay, so that's what you're changing it to now. Got it.
Well, we're still going to do the noon
Oh, okay.
until we reopen.
Got it. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Got it.
Yeah, until we reopen, we will still have a noon class.
Okay, I usually have my date with Nat at noon, so.
Okay. Well, you're good until we reopen.
Okay.
Brandon, I have a question. This is Gail.
Yes, Gail.
So if the gym opens the mid-May, hopefully for you, and we choose whoever not to come back until June 1st, what is the time span for the, like we're doing the coach thing, one-on-one type thing, email, whatever, with Chris. So how long will that last before you decide okay, enough of that. If you're going to do that and continue not to come to the gym, that there's an extra charge for that.
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say right now, that's a really good, thank you for asking that question. We feel at this point, if you're twisting my arm to answer your question right now, would be a 2-week mark. So for example, if it's May 15th, we reopen, we would say, hey, if you still want that service, June 1 would be the time that we would then additional charge for that.
I understand. And that's kind of what I figured. That's fine. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Brandon, regarding, this is Amy.
Yes.
Regarding what you said about exposure and the 2-week quarantine, I just was, because you kind of sounded like you weren't sure. And I mean, I see COVID patients pretty often. Now, having said that, when I see them, I have appropriate PPE on. And, you know, are you suggesting we still need to not be there for 2 weeks after an exposure?
No.
That, or you mean like an exposure, like a legitimate exposure? I don't know. Not that that's not legitimate. I mean, people get it that way, but.
Yep. No, that's a good question, because on my email, I said, if you've been exposed. So that means if you're around people. What I am saying now is we're going to take a temperature check.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
If you have obviously been diagnosed with it,
clearly,
that's a no-brainer, right? That's very, very clear. But if you, Amy, you're working in the hospitals, I'm saying you, Amy, can come into the gym. You'll get the temperature check. If you're at 100.4 or more, I'll just say you can't come in today. If that is uncomfortable for people, that's like, whoa.
Okay, just making sure.
Then this might be your turn to like, okay, yeah, I'm going to stay at home a little longer if you're a little uncomfortable with that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was clear on that. Sorry. I know you talked about it, but I just wanted to be sure. Thanks.
Come on, if you guys don't have questions or concerns, I know you have ideas. This is a smart group of people right here.
This is Elaine. My question is for Jeremy. I want to know what beach you're on.
He's on the beach that Zoom gives everyone.
Yeah, I wish I was there, but.
Because we haven't seen you in so long.
Brandon, I think Scott has a question.
Yeah, Scott.
Just real quick. I guess what my concern is there going to be an overload of classes like in the evening or in the morning, or what if we keep getting kicked out and can't get into classes in the evening? What are we gonna have to do? Just go back home and work out real quick, I guess. I just, it's gonna get confusing until we get it straightened out, I guess.
No. My recommendation.
There's only a certain amount of people can be in each class, so.
That's right. Here's my recommendation. I believe on Sundays most of you guys know this because some of you guys would try to get into the structure class. Is it Sunday? If you want to come to a class, you sign up. If we see a consistent wait list, I'll add another class. That's why I said every week I will reconvene. I'll look at the numbers and see what's happening. What I don't want to do is take away classes. I would rather add more than take away. And, I don't want to have a certain class where one person is showing up and then it doesn't make sense to have that and then take that away from that one person. I'd rather just add another one or two the following week.
Okay, thanks.
And you also said, though, that you're going to be calling everybody so that you'll have a good idea of how many people are going to be wanting to come to 9 or 12 or however that's going to look. So that'll give him an idea for you guys too.
That's right.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yep. Amy.
Yeah, so I mean, Brandon, you asked earlier for kind of like ideas and input, and I'm going to be one of your later joiners. I've got equipment. I'm married to a healthcare worker. My sister's a healthcare worker with 2 small kids I may have to care for. So I've just made the decision to, and I don't, unlike Amy. Amy's in the position where she has proper PPE. So Fred doesn't. So because people like Amy need it more. So it's very possible that he brings it home. And so ethically, I'm kind of bound to stay home. And so I don't feel like I have a lot of like buy-in or say in this particular conversation right now, because I really don't plan to be back until I really start to see numbers drop. And I'm sure that, you know, I'm not a carrier since asymptomatic people are a problem. It's my 25 cents. So.
Well, regardless, Amy, I'm glad I'm glad you showed up here.
Yeah, but I miss all of you, nonetheless, right? I just don't want to get you sick.
Yeah, we miss you too, Amy.
Hey, Brandon, it's Kat.
Hi, Kat.
Hey, I guess my question would be in regards to like lately we've been like adding some running stuff. So is there going to be a procedure if we are doing like running as part of the daily thing, like how that would be managed within like maybe going in and out of the building?
Can you repeat that? I think you said, will we be, when we reopen, will we have more running in it?
Well, yeah, because I just noticed like this week we have some running, so I didn't know if you guys have created a procedure so that we could go in and out or how that would be done.
Nat, Chris, Nat, can you speak to that? Did you hear that?
Is your concern?
Are you asking about program? I'm sorry, I'm having a time hearing Kat.
Yeah,
I got it. No,
Oh.
Kat, I got it. I heard what you said. You were just concerned about if there's running in a workout, how we would work that at the gym as far as like everybody running together. Is that basically it?
Yeah, that's right. Especially because of like the doors and like, you know, would we just like, okay, you go out, now you go out, like that type of thing?
Yeah, that's a really great point. No, I haven't really thought about that at this point in time.
I'll tell you what, I already have an answer for that, but go ahead, Nat.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't. So.
Well, here's how we would do it, because what I did not tell you guys, when you guys come to the gym, there are going to be signs that say exit and entrance. It will be so big. There will be doors for you to come into and go out. So if that program's running, she will be programming. She won't be programming 200 meter runs, right? Or we could, if she does, you know the door to go out and you know the door to come in. So there's no surprises. People like hug each other at the door with a surprise. We will make sure. I hope you guys trust us that we really do want to take care of you guys and make this a really smooth transition. Will it be challenging? No doubt about it. But we want to make this as smooth as possible. And we will think through every single programming. I assure you, Nat will. She's even more detailed than I am. Way more detailed, to be quite honest. So she will think through that. That's what will happen. Kat, so if there is running, people will be going out one door and they'll be coming in a different one. Who else?
Daniela, did you have a question earlier? I saw you raise your hand.
I was just saying the online coaching, I guess that's going to continue indefinitely at this point.
That is right.
Until everybody can officially go back for good.
It is, well, here's what you need to know. Again,
Or the classes, I should say, not the.
yeah, online coaching will be available to anyone right now, and going forward. What you need to know is when we reopen, whatever date that is, May 15th, June 1st, we don't know. Whatever date that is, the pricing of online coaching will not change. Let's call it a 2-week grace period. Where would we reopen, let's say May 15th? I'm just trying to give you some, so you can get some handles around this. Let's say we reopen May 15th.
Is the
all the way
coaching
to-
different from the Zoom classes?
No, that will still be the same programming.
Oh, the 9 o'clock and 5 o'clock, is that
The Zoom classes
considered
and
additional cost?
no. Let me clear some stuff up. When we reopen, and if you guys aren't comfortable coming in, you can still maintain Zoom classes and online coaching. Okay? For 2 weeks after that, online coaching is here to stay, to be honest with you. It's just if you want online coaching in the future, not 2 weeks after, it will be an additional charge. Okay? But this time next year, we will still be offering online coaching. That is different than Zoom classes. Okay?
Brandon, I think we need to change online coaching to one-on-one coaching, because online coaching is too close to the Zoom classes. So one-on-one coaching meaning you're working with me or you're working with Nat.
Okay.
I was
One-on-one.
meaning the Zoom classes. But would the Zoom classes continue if we don't want to come in?
That's right. I can't tell you that Zoom classes will be going on in August, though. Maybe, but I can't tell you that they'll be available in August. You know, I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay. Who else? I see a lot of faces on there.
Hey, B,
Yeah.
it's Lise.
Hi.
Oh, oh, shoot. Wait, come back, Hogan.
Wrong button.
Sorry. B, is wearing a mask will just be a personal choice? Or are you going to require that?
That'll be a personal choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hard to read.
So gang, and some of you might be thinking, good grief, Brandon's being a little loose with this. Here's what I'm trying to articulate. You're not being forced to come back. We want to serve you if you're not comfortable. That's why the Zoom classes and the one-on-one online coaching will still be available, okay? I hope you don't think, it might sound like I'm being a little loose in some areas. I want to be respectful, but I also want us to have a little bit of freedom too. So nobody will judge you well, I'll tell you this much. I won't judge you if you're wearing a mask, and I won't judge you if you're not. So either way you are, you're welcome. Okay?
Hey, Brandon, it's Paula. If we have free weights, you know, like I have 10-pound free weights at home. If I want to bring those in the gym instead of using the weights that are there, can I do that, or would you prefer us not to bring stuff from home?
Absolutely. If you've got your own stuff that you want to use, to me, that makes sense. However, I would say take it home with you, put it in your car when you leave. Right. But hey, I think that's a great idea, Paula. Right?
Unless he has to
That's less
clean.
cleaning. Yeah, right. Here's what I want you guys to know. When I reopen, I am signing up to be a janitor, not a business owner.
Cool.
Okay? So, like, that's what I'll be until things seem to clear up. I'll be cleaning more than anything. Who else? Any hands?
I have a question.
Heather, yes.
Maybe you haven't thought through this a whole lot yet, but how do you plan on preventing classes from overlapping?
You mean like immediately or in the future?
So like whenever I would come at 6:30 in the future, like we would always, there'd be way more than 10 people in the gym from that transition from 5:30 to 6:30. Have you thought through the process of how to prevent something like that?
Sure. So, well, at the beginning, there won't be. By the time we get back to a full schedule, my hope is that things are a little more normal. Now, I understand this summer isn't going to be a normal summer. Like, it won't be like it was last summer, right? But we'll still have doors to exit and enter that will be literally dedicated to those. You'll just know it. It'll be a big old sign. This is the doors you enter. These are the doors you exit. If you are, you're there, like a class is going on and you're waiting, the gym's pretty big. You go to the other side and hang out, right? What's up? Yeah, Heather, I hope you know that that's not how it will work the first few weeks when we're open. Like they'll be separated. But you know, July, August, we get there and we have 90% of the gym back. We might overlap. And it might be one of those things where we've just got too much information that we have to separate them 15 minutes. I don't know. I'm not gonna make that call right now. I just think it's a premature call to go, oh, yeah, in August, everything's gonna be a 15-minute delay apart. Did that help, Heather?
Yes, it helped. But I also want to know, can we do Murph later in the year?
You know, we did talk about that. We're not saying no. We just don't know when. But yeah, we get it. We know a lot of people like Murph. You know, it might be a Labor Day thing, right?
Brandon, can I chime in on that real quick? I just want to like reset the expectation and just kind of reinforce it that things will not be back to normal right away in terms of programming. And that's going to come as a shock to a lot of you, I think, even though we've already said it. I think it's still going to be something that you have to embrace. But I'm just asking on behalf of us as coaches to just be patient about that, because our job is to keep you safe and to keep you healthy. And if we are causing injury or causing you guys to do too much all at once, then that's our fault. So just asking for your patience with that. I know some of you are disgruntled because of things won't be heavy lifting right away, but there's a reason for that. So just go in expecting that, and go in expecting that it's because we care about you and not because we're trying to keep you back from your goals. Just
well said. Did Tyler just show up? Tyler?
Yes.
All right. Hey, Ty. You're the only one you're the only one not muted.
Oh, sorry. Let me do that. I'll fix that. Sorry.
Hey, Tyler, do you have any questions, concerns, or ideas? He doesn't even, he's like, I don't even know what you said. Who else? What time?
No, I don't have any issues.
No?
It's good.
Anybody else? We've been on for 45 minutes. Anybody else? Now's
Hey,
the
Brand.
time. Yep.
B, one more question. This is just a general, I don't know, curious, just as far as products or anything like that go, drinks, anything like that, won't be providing anything like that in the gym.
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
I mean,
Well, I didn't know-
like a Fit Aid?
Yeah, Fit Aid, drinks that were in the fridge,
Oh yeah. No, I think it's fine. I mean, we're talking about the handle. We'll clean the handle. You grab your own can.
Yeah. Okay. It's not that important. I was just throwing it out there as a general question or general.
However, the whole signing, you might have your coach, whoever your coach is, say, hey, I'm grabbing this, and the coach will have her own pins, and then we'll just put your name down.
Okay. Yeah, no biggie.
You know, but
That's very minimal. Just question, just curious.
Hey, Brand, same thing with signing in. So everybody has to sign up in order to get their space in a class. Should the coaches then sign them all in at the end of class? They don't have to worry about coming in and signing in.
Good
Just so you're not
question.
touching it.
Yes, let's leave that to the coaches. You guys sign up at home, reserve your spot. The coach will sign you in for the time being. Good question. That was good. That's good. Okay, anybody else?
I'm guessing there's not going to be any kids classes this summer. Are
Okay.
you offering any kids classes this
Who
summer?
is that?
Daniela.
Is that-
Daniela.
Danielle. Go ahead, Daniela.
Are you going to be offering any kids classes this summer? I'm guessing probably not, but.
It's classes, probably right. At this point, that won't be, that unfortunately, yeah, that won't be on the forefront. We'll just play that by ear as time goes on.
Okay.
Any other hands? We're gonna get this done in an hour, less than an hour. Okay,
Looks good.
come on, one more.
Mullet. Are you growing a mullet?
Who?
Who said that?
Christine.
Who?
Who?
Oh, me? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have a mullet.
What is that all about?
Aaron.
Aaron has one too?
No, I need a haircut badly, but no, I don't have a mullet. What? So I'll be the guy. I don't mind being the guy.
Okay.
What about those of us that do want to get back to lifting weights, that do want to get back to lifting heavy? Can we pay for individuals? Can we do something else? Because doing the Zoom workouts at the gym is not enough. The reason I want to come back to the gym is I want to lift, I want barbells, I want to get back to doing something besides body weight and isolated dumbbells. It's not enough.
That's a great question. And you know what, Aaron? I'm so glad you asked it, because we're going to have packages that are going to service that for people that want to actually lift some weights, to have some one-on-one training. Absolutely. And you'll just have to talk to me or one of the coaches about that. Absolutely.
Can that
That'll be
start as soon
available.
as the gym opens?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
I would. Yeah. Yeah. The day it opened. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Very good question, Aaron.
Coming back to do Zoom workouts doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry. Like, I love you all. I want to see your faces. That's not enough reason for me to come and go through all the steps and take half an hour and get a babysitter and do all that stuff.
Yep.
If I'm coming, I want to come. I want to destroy myself. I want to lift heavy weights. I want barbells. I want pull-ups. I want the workout because that's why I come.
I'm shopping for sleds.
Soapbox. I'm getting
Okay.
down. Sorry.
Yeah. So working with people one-on-one, obviously people know that's a different package that people can get if they want. It's just easy to keep things condensed, cleaned. You're working with one person. That's easy. That's easy. We just can't do that with 9 people, right? Yeah. Who else? Those are good. Maybe that drew up another question. No?
I have a question.
Okay.
So, you know, what I know it's a few weeks off, but when we do come back, I'm kind of with Aaron. I would also like to not just do body weights. So you know, we can clean the bars, we can clean dumbbells. I mean, you know, I get the sandbag might not be as easy to clean, but maybe we can slowly, or, you know, maybe not so slowly, but you know, we can wipe down barbells, can't we? And I
Yeah,
get you don't want us to get hurt, but
That's
Yeah,
what we
that's-
did before we shut down.
What's that?
That's what we did before we shut down. We cleaned everything before, after, put it against the wall, did the whole deal.
You're right. We did, but we were also kind of sharing stuff too. We really didn't as good of a job as we thought we were doing right before we shut down. We weren't doing that good of a job because we were still back squatting and we were still sharing bars. We weren't that careful. Like looking back, we weren't that careful, you know? But Elaine, where are you? Oh, right there. The tricky part is when you have 9 people, we only have 6 racks in that one room. You would have, if we were squatting, we would have to share bars. And that's where it gets really tricky. Now, maybe a deadlift.
No,
now,
I get
maybe,
that.
but again,
or even, you know, when we did the warm-ups, like the over the head where we're not using a rack, you know, just to mix it up a little bit. You guys are creative.
No, and that's one piece of equipment, right? That's one piece of equipment that's not, but just so you guys are really understanding what we're trying to say in terms of programming is if we even do get back to the barbells and different stuff, apparatuses that are in the gym, it won't be as heavy as you think or that you hope. It will be a slow progression. Okay?
Brandon,
is
there oh, sorry.
I'm just saying, I think that that's the key to what we're saying is not that we will never get back. It's just that the process of getting back there is not going to happen as quickly as you think, because believe it or not, you have lost strength. And Natalie and I have tried our best to keep things from just strictly being body weight for you guys. That being said, like, you have lost strength. It's just the reality of it. So we want to protect you in that. But that being said, we will get there. We will get there.
I'll own it. I've lost strength.
She's got a full gym in her house. She's probably stronger today than she was 3 months ago.
Is there a reason we can't use both sides of the gym?
No, I mean, we could.
And let me
We'll
just say, I appreciate what Natalie and Chris have been doing with the coaching. That all makes sense for getting us through our little fix until we can get back as a gym. But like, I've done every exercise that we can do with the weights that we have, and I'm ready to get back to the exercises that we love, like deadlifting and cleaning and push press and strict press and like barbells. I just need barbells. I'm sorry.
Right.
That'll happen. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So, gang, you're just going to have to see, like, again, Natalie's going to be programming once. Now, the coach that day may just add a tick a little bit more to it because they have more access to some stuff. But don't get the idea that it's going to be exactly like it was in February. Okay?
I just ask that everybody, you know, comes in with an open mind, and that be, you know, grateful that we're back in the gym, first of all, and then know that obviously we all want the same thing. Like, we all left a gym that was programmed with, you know, really thoughtful intent to keep you guys strong, structurally, but also safe. And you know, it would be reckless and careless on our part if we started programming right back to what we were doing in February or March. Not to say that that's not where we're going. Of course, we all want to get back to those things. They're fun. They make us feel strong, but that's over like the course of even like 8 weeks. Like get that in your mind. Like when you come back, it's not going to be a 2-week process of, you know, you're going to slang weights and you're back to where you were. Even if you have weights at your house and you've been doing stuff, it's not the same. But it will be. So you just have to, you know, you have to give yourself patience. You have to give the coaches some grace, and know that we really do want to get all of you back lifting heavy under a barbell, under a sandbag, but we have to do it smart. And we would be careless if we didn't do it that way.
Any hands? All right, I got some clapping, I got some thumbs up. Well, all right. I do want to thank you all once again for showing up here. I am quite pleased. Do we have a count here? Do we know, Chris?
It was 36. Oh, sorry.
How many's on here?
It was like 36 or so.
Like 36, yeah.
Mid-30s. Okay, good. That was good. Did we record this? We did record it. Good. Okay. It was recorded. All right. If you do not have any questions, please continue. And obviously, I think this group definitely reads their emails. If you're on Facebook, you stay connected that way. We just keep bringing information out. So keep doing that. Keep opening those emails up, because things might be tweaked 7 days from now. You know, we have to be flexible. We have to have some agility in this situation. We can't be so stern on just every little thing, right? But once we set the guidelines, we'll be firm on those until we feel like it's okay to lift some of those guidelines. So don't think that your coach is a jerk if they ask you to leave or pull you to the side because you're doing some things that are just out of bounds from what we set up. Just don't be surprised, because we're gonna need to. We got boundaries, and we're gonna be firm on specific things, and we'll stay firm on those until we feel it's comfortable to lift some of them. Deal?
Cool. Thanks. Hey, Brandon, Natalie, Chris, Monica, thanks a ton. I know this hasn't been easy for you guys, and we hate it, but yeah, just we can do this. We're all resilient, and everybody that is just concerned about their health, you know, but we can all work together, give each other a little grace, and figure this out. And I think we'll be back to a normal rhythm in no time. It's only been about 7 weeks maybe that we've been under a stay-home order, even though it feels like 7 years. So we can do this. We'll get it back.
And just in case, I heard the word grace thrown around 3 or 4 times in this hour. Just in case you don't know what that word means, that just means you're being forgiven when you shouldn't have been forgiven. That's all that means. You've done something goofy, and we forgive you, and we move on. All right? Anything else? Do you have anything, babe?
No, I think that went well.
Thank you all for showing up. Way to go. I appreciate it. I know Natalie, Chris, and Monica appreciate it. This helps us out in serving you guys. It really, really does. So way to go. Thank you for jumping on this call. Cool?
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See you guys.
Thanks,
Brandon.
Bye.
You need to stay on for anything, Chris?
Thanks, everyone. See ya.
So,
See the league meeting, bottom right corner.
no, sure don't. Oh, there it is.
League meeting.
Let's see. Hmm.